Oh, hold on. You're watching Crafty List Creations. Today we'll be making a character face Scarecrow wreath on a Unique and Acrylic character board. This is a vinyl that we attached onto the board. The board came from uniqueandacrylic.com as well as the vinyl. And here's the ribbon we'll be using. So this right here, this frayed burlap is what we're using. We're cutting them in 10 inches. This came from Lady Fox Designs and Supplies. See on Facebook. If you're Canadian, she's a Canadian supplier as well. So the hat came from her as well. That's the supplies. And and the zip ties, the gray zip ties. I'm using gray because I'm running out of the white ones. And as well as the squeegee. This came from uniqueandacrylic.com. These are the tools we are using, as well as the what do you call this? The tool. Oh, and these, we're using these, and maybe we'll use a zip tie tool right here, and of course the rotary cutter, scissors, and pipe cleaners. These are the things. Oh, and let's not forget, we're using pins. These are the tools that you'll need for this project. So what we shall do here first, we shall attach the vinyl onto the character board. Okay, so the top two holes up here are the hanging holes. That's where you attach your zip tie or your twine or whatever you're gonna use for hanging, just so you can hang your wreath. So what I do first for my, oh, excuse me, this is vinyl number 510. I forgot to mention that. That's 510. I get a wet, this is Kleenex. I don't have paper towels, so I'm using wet Kleenex here to wet the middle part of the character board. The reason why I'm doing this is because when I go to attach my vinyl, make sure when I attach my vinyl, gotta take it off from here first. And if the first attempt is a little crooked, you can easily take it off and retry again. So that's why the water, we add the water in there, is because of that. So I'm trying to line this up. Sometimes it works yes, I don't need to rip it off. Okay, so that's good. Just one attempt and it's perfect. Okay, so now comes the squeegee. Again, I'm using Kleenex. I usually use paper towel for this part. I'm gonna wrap my squeegee and go from the middle outwards. Press on it firmly so we get the water out, and so the vinyl would adhere nicely. Okay, just like that. And you'll see that there's a little bit of water coming out when you do this. And your paper towel or your, what do you call this, Kleenex might be a little wet, so we just change it around. That's what I usually do. And press firmly. You see the little water coming out. That's a good thing. Just like that. All right. So sometimes you can go in there and wipe down the board, and you hold it up to the light, and I can see bubbles still in there. So I go back in there again and press from the middle outwards firmly. Just like that. These vinyls can go outdoors. They won't get ruined. If there's tons and tons of rain, they might get ruined. But if your wreath is hung on a overhang, it'll be okay. Okay, so that'll be good. So we usually, the requirement to to attach your vinyl is usually to wait 24 hours or something before you decorate it, but I'm just gonna go ahead. So the next step is gonna be not attaching zip ties yet. It's gonna be preparing our hat. So again, this hat came from Lady Fox Designs and Supplies. Look at that, it's a little tag. I checked Craft Outlet and they have these hats. Isn't that cool? So I'm thinking when I put the when I add the hat, I'll be adding it here. So but about around there. So I think we'll have 2 pipe cleaners either side here. So what I'm gonna do is grab my pipe cleaner. I sort of plugged in my glue gun. Hold on, I forgot to do that. I thought I was so prepared here. I guess not. Just gonna let that what do you call it? Heat up. But we're gonna need to make slits here and here. Just gonna use my scissors because I don't have a tool to make holes for that. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna, the reason why I don't wanna use these is because they're so, they're not in the right place for me to attach it to the board. And also these are a little hard, but the pipe cleaners are just perfect when you go and put it in there. Put them in there like this. There we go. See that? Just perfect. And this is where I'll be adding some glue. Some glue. So it won't rip. This material won't rip. And some do. Okay, so feed that through. Come on, I can do this. Here we go. Yeah, where's the other one? Where's the other hole? It's gonna work. Here we go. There we go. There we go. And when my glue gun heats up, I'm gonna add some glue in there. So for now, right now, I'm just gonna set it aside. We'll add some glue a little bit later. The next step is cutting the mesh. Now this burlap, frayed burlap, has lots of fibers flying around. Like you can already see there's fibers. You might be, sneezing a lot, or we don't need my squeegee, we don't need this. And so you might want to wear a mask. So 10 inches is what we're cutting. So we'll need 32 pieces. I don't know how many I cut, but I'm just gonna cut the whole roll, because sometimes in a roll there's more than 32 pieces. Sometimes there's 34, so that all that is gone. Next step will be, let's see if our glue gun is heated up. No, not yet. Next step will be adding the zip ties. Let's add the zip ties. So I'll be adding my zip ties this way. What if I add it here? Will the Scarecrow be a little bigger? Let's try that. No, let's not. I'll just continue on with like this here. Oh, backwards. So when I add my zip tie, make sure my head of the zip tie is flat. The flat side is facing the ceiling. That's the correct way to load your zip tie. So 2 in every section. So altogether 32 zip ties. So you must have seen this wreath being done before, but I haven't done a scarecrow wreath, a vinyl one yet. This is my first one. I did do one with a sign way back. There we have it. All the zip ties are in there, all 32. So I'll set that aside. So now we'll go on to, let's finish our hat first. Where is it? Where did I put it? Here it is. Here, so I'm just gonna add some glue where I punctured the hat so it won't break. Okay, just like that. And we'll just set that aside to dry. Where should I put it? Right there. I'm gonna plug my glue gun here. Alrighty. So the next step will be ruffling up our burlap while we chat. So what you get a 10 by 10 piece right here. This frayed edges is counted as 1 inch, 1 inch, and 1 inch. So this is 8 inches, altogether 10 inches. So just line it up right here in the gray square and find the middle, which is here, and pinch and pleat, pinch, pleat, pinch, pleat, and you get yourself a ruffle. And pin it, and we'll do a few of them. There we go. Let's add those onto the board. Okay, grab our little fella here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add one ruffle on the outside zip ties, just anywhere. We'll do the outside first. I wonder if we just go ahead and do, yeah, we'll just go ahead and do 2 at a time, just like that. I think that should be easier. I'm gonna find that middle, which is right there. Just stick it right there on the zip tie. Make sure that's the middle and zip that up. Making sure it's a little crooked, and then we close it off. And we have a little frayed face, chin. Okay, we do the same thing with the other one, and sure that's the middle, and we close it off. And we'll come back and cut those off there. That's just how simple and easy it is to make this character board Scarecrow. I think it's easier, more easier to do 2 at a time on each section for when you do this part here, because if I go in a circular motion for rows 1 and 2, I think the burlap would be in the way or something, but that's just me. So my nose is starting to rub it now. I think should have had a fan going here, just like that. Make sure your ruffles are standing up. Yeah, just like that. I'm just gonna go around and lift up the burlap, make my nose twitch a little bit more. So nothing is squashed in there like this one. This is the only mesh out there that you could just yank up and when you do a wreath like this, because we love the fray for scarecrows. We love the fray. So let me make sure my burlap is standing up. And that'll be that. Oh, look at this. Isn't he cute? It's probably a he or maybe a she. Could be a he. There we go. You like that? So let's attach the hat right around there. Maybe I will cut these off because they'll be in the way. They'll be sticking out, but I don't want to cut them off yet. That goes on there, but first let's make a bow tie for this fella, so he won't be too plain. So this is where the ribbon comes in. Just a cute little bow tie with 12-inch. What do you call it? What do you call these? Pills. Sorry. Okay. Pinch, twist, and what do we do here? Maybe 5 inches? Yeah, 5 inches. I think that'll be good. 5-inch loop. And 5 inches this way. And I wonder if I should do a middle loop. Should I do a middle loop? What do y'all think? Maybe so. Things to make you go, Nah, let's keep it simple. Just a simple little bow tie is what he's getting. That's where this comes in, the pipe cleaner. Just like that. This one, this bow that I almost forgot about, is going. All right, so there's our little scarecrow. Okay, so, oh, nope, we're not okay. We need to take this off here. Okay, so there's a lot of noise in the background. My kids, my grandson are upstairs. And my husband, my son-in-law, all the people. So let's... He's done. So he's a good way to decorate your home for fall.